Now, KEZI 9 Sports with Mike Skow.
In the last 10 years, Oregon football has spoken so much about powerful running backs at Stanford. Starting in 2008, it was Toby Gerhart, then Stephon Taylor, and of course, most recently, Christian McCaffrey. Maybe for some Duck fans, it seems like the machine won't stop because in a lot of ways, it hasn't and it won't. Just when you thought there might be a break, in steps Bryce Love to replace the chasm that McCaffrey left. Love hasn't been a Band-Aid. He's been the next piece in a long line of dominant ball carriers there. He leads the nation in rushing yards with over 1,200 yards through 6 games, and head coach Willie Taggart says his stature makes him a deceptive star.
You look at him, he's a smaller back, but he's so strong and gifted. And like I said, we got a gang tackle. It's not going to be one guy bringing that guy down. There's got to be a gang tackle, and our safety's got to be patient.
Well, you know, I know for a fact that we got our work cut out for us. So, tremendous athlete. Everything that you hear about the kid is the epitome of why you play college ball and why you recruit some of those type of student athletes.
2 days after the departure of former head coach Gary Anderson in Corvallis, practice at Oregon State is electric. The team says interim head coach Corey Hall has shifted the focus from dwelling on the loss of Coach A to focusing more on playing against Colorado this week, a team that is also searching for their first conference win.
Things are just business as usual, and we're going through the game planning and we're going through the preparing for practice and trying to get these kids right. And you know, whether it's like an injury, you know, whether one person's not there, the next guy's got to step up, and we just got to find a way. The clock won't stop for us.
Coach Hall has taken more of the focus on, have us focus more on Colorado, and we all just come together more, and we're more fired up, working more together, communicating. We're just ready, excited to come out for this game.
The regular season title for women's basketball in the Pac-12 has rested comfortably in the state of Oregon each of the last 3 years. Oregon State is not the preseason favorite to win the league title. They weren't last season either, but the media believes at least one team in Oregon has a chance to claim the crown. Following a remarkable run to its first ever Sweet 16 and Elite 8 last year, Kelly Graves and the Oregon Ducks are tapped to finish second in the Pac-12 this season. Makes a lot of sense. The core group of players are mostly underclassmen. A lot of them returned from last year, and KG just brought in another top recruiting class. Happy Kelly Graves says this year's loaded roster makes him feel like a kid at the amusement park.
We're so versatile. We have so many good players, so our depth is great. We have good players at every position. And as a coach, you talked about smiling. That's why I'm smiling. We have so many different ways, I think, this year to attack people, to win games. We can go big, we can go small, we can spread people out. And as a coach, that's like Disneyland.
What's better than that?
That's like Baskin Robbins.
Right.
3-time defending Pac-12 champ Oregon State was picked to finish 4th in the poll, but we remember how that turned out last year for the Bees when they won the thing and they were not tabbed first. Scott Ruick bid farewell to Sydney Weiss and Gabby Hansen, among others, last season, but they also have great veteran leadership returning in Michaela Pivick, Marie Gulich, and Katie McWilliams, and Ruick expects them to take charge.
You see a bigger role for Marie. You see a bigger role for Katie McWilliams. Taylor Kelmer is our other junior. A huge role for her opportunity, you know, as this year, and really to step up. And so Michaela Pivick has to rise. Right. Kat Tudor has to rise. You know, you've got a couple other sophomores in Janessa Thrope and Madison Washington that have great opportunities to step in and make a name for themselves. And so I think it has to be collective. That's what I'm expecting, and we'll need to. And so it's going to be fun.
I expect this year's Civil War on the hardwood with women's hoops is going to be a lot of fun. You've got a very experienced and yet some young stars in the making at Oregon State and a lot of really, really young stars in the making at Oregon. I expect the Civil War this year is going to be fun.
Kelly Graves is smiling.
He's smiling.
Baskin Robbins.
Everyone's smiling right now. I could go for some ice cream too.
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, we have much more to come on KZI 9 News at 11. Stay with us. We'll be right back.